Tuesday will be corn dogs,
Corn dogs.
mac and cheese, pineapple, banana. Wednesday will be a burrito, green beans, peach crisp. I don't know what that is. Grapes, bread. Thursday will be chicken noodle soup, garlic toast, oranges, applesauce, and crackers.
Probably just not ripe peaches
Yeah, probably.
because they're crispy.
Maybe.
Yep.
Friday there's no school.
Really?
Yeah.
Lit. The Elementary Student Council is having a penny war to raise money for care packages to send to our local troops currently serving our great country. Please bring your loose change to school. Each class has their own bucket in the elementary office. See posters for more information.
Hearing rechecks on Wednesday in the AM.
What?
We'll call you if we need you.
Little kids wrestling meet on Friday. Doesn't say a time.
District FFA CDEs at Northeast Community College on Tuesday.
No school on Friday. What?
CHS speech invite at 8 o'clock on Saturday.
Hey, Mount Marty College Rep will be here on Wednesday at 9:30. Please see Mrs. Baldwin for Pats if you are interested.
Seniors, juniors, and sophomore prom servers, if you are bringing an out-of-town date or an underclassman to prom, you must sign them up in the office by Monday, March 5th. You must pay $10 for their meal. Also, all out-of-town dates are required to have the signed permission form in Monday, March 15th.
That's us.
Mine's not out of town.
Same.
Yeah.
Creighton Wrestling 2017/18 shirts are available to order. Order them from either one of the Mr. Clements. The order will go in on Wednesday. See the poster in the office window.
CDC participants will leave at 7:15 a.m. tomorrow. Need money for lunch. Wear FFA t-shirt and jeans.
Post-prom. Sign up for your post-prom t-shirt in the office. ASAP, if you are planning to attend post-prom, please sign up in the office for your t-shirt size. There is no charge to CHS students attending prom or prom servers for the shirt. If you would like your prom date to have a t-shirt, please pay $8 for their shirt, as well as write down the requested size.
Creighton juniors and seniors, come and model your prom attire at the Creighton Care Center on March 5th at 6 p.m. Drinks and pizza will be served. You'll be given community service. Please consider modeling. Residents really enjoy this evening.
You already know I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is all.
Welcome back to Soviet World News. This is Supreme Commander Krishnov, your host. Russia will establish a humanitarian corridor and implement a 5-hour daily truce in Syria's eastern Ghouta, it said on Monday, after UN Security Council resolution demanded a 30-day ceasefire across the entire country. Over the past week, Syria's army and its allies have subjected the rebel-held enclave of eastern Ghouta near Damascus to one of the heaviest bombardments of the 7-year war, killing hundreds. On Sunday, health authorities there said several people had suffered symptoms consistent with chlorine gas exposure. Quote, Eastern Ghouta cannot wait. It is high time to stop this hell on earth, UN Security General Antonio Guterres told the UN Humanitarian Rights Council in Geneva, calling for implementation of ceasefire. Fighting has raged across Syria since Saturday's resolution as Turkey presses its offensive against the Kurdish militia in Afrin. Rival rebel groups fight each other in Idlib, and the US-led coalition target Islamic State in the east. Russian defense minister was cited by RIA news agency as saying President Vladimir Putin has ordered a daily ceasefire in eastern Ghouta from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. each day for the creation of the, quote, humanitarian corridor to allow civilians to leave. Russia, along with Iran and Shiite militant, said a major backed of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, and it joined the war on his side in 2015, helping him claw back important areas. The Russian defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, did not say whether the Syrian government or other allied forces had agreed to abide by the 5-hour daily truce. Alaush, the political chief of Eastern Ghouta's biggest rebel factions, said the Syrian army and its allies had launched, quote, a sweeping ground assault after the UN resolution, adding it was vital that the truth be implemented. Quote, "We hope for real serious practical action," he said. "See, Russia does kill people." The Taliban urges the United States on Monday to begin talks at the end of 17 years of war in Afghanistan, according to a series of signals that suggest a greater willingness to explore options for dialogue. In its statement 2 days before the start of a meeting of regional leaders in Kabul to discuss ways of ending the war, the movement said it wanted a peaceful resolution. Quote, "The political office of the Islamic Emirate of Afghans calls on American officials to talk directly to the political office of Islamic Emirate regarding a peaceful solution to the Afghan coordinating," it said. Quote, "It would help if finding a solution if Americans accept the legitimate demands of the Afghan people and puts forward its own concerns and requests for discussion to the Islamic Emirate through a peaceful channel." The statement referred to reported comments by Alice Wells, the Principal Deputy Assistant Security in the United States State Department Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs, that the, quote, "door is open for talks with the Taliban." Less than 2 weeks ago, the Taliban issued a statement saying that they prefer to, quote, "solve the Afghan issue through peaceful dialogue." The United States last year stepped up its military assistance to Afghanistan, notably through a sharp increase in airstrikes, with the aim of breaking a stalemate with the insurgents and forcing them to the negotiating table. While the U.S. military says the strategy has hit the Taliban hard, they still control and contest much of the country. U.S. officials say that only option for the end of the war is negotiating settlement between the Taliban and the Afghan government. In an interview with a Voice of America, Wells said the next meeting in the so-called, quote, "Kabul process" begins on Wednesday, would aim to make clear that there were potential for dialogue. Quote, "I'm confident that the conference is going to push forward regional efforts to enforce what has been our most important message to the Taliban, that the door is open, there is a path to seek peace and stability," she said. But while all sides say they want peaceful solutions, there has been behind-the-scenes contracts. The only major peace talks broke down almost immediately after they started in 2015. The Taliban, fighting to restore their version of strict Islamic law since they were driven from power in Kabul by U.S.-led campaign in 2001, have in the past insisted that international forces must leave Afghanistan as precondition for talks. That has been the news. From me and the Soviets to you and your capitalistic ways that we will remove, thanks for watching.
Corbin here with some sports news. Boys basketball on Monday versus Ponca at Randolph. Little kids wrestling meet on Friday. And Blake Bortles, after some impressive postseason play, received a 3-year, $54 million contract extension from the Jaguars. In NBA news, the Warriors played the OKC Thunder on Saturday night, a game Golden State won 112-80. The newsworthy part is when Warriors center Zaza Pachulia landed on the knee of reigning MVP Russell Westbrook. While Westbrook is fine, in the instant replay, it was fairly obvious that Zaza Pachulia had tripped, regained his footing, and decided to fall on the All-Star point guard anyways. This isn't the first time that Zaza has been accused of playing dirty, as he sprained Kawhi Leonard's ankle during the Spurs-Warriors series last season.